Hello and nice to meet you to this new episode of weakbit. In this season I would like to show you my new bought Lenovo V15 Generation 2 or Gen 2. The number is V15-ALC S820KD002RGE plus 3Y. I don't know why they're doing so long names, but it's a new bought. I take it tomorrow. I paid for it 408 euros with a license and whatever, but there is no operation system on it. And why I buy a laptop in times like that? And this is so. I measure the energy consumption of my computer, and my computer take in real 320 watts. And if the light is off, it takes 230 to 270 watts and runs from 8 in the morning till 10 p.m. Yeah, and a lot of hours and a lot of kilowatt hours are burning in, so they rise me up the electricity to 36 euro cents per kilowatt hour. And now this is the solution. It takes 30 watts around, and I'm working all the normal stuff what I'm doing the whole day with this laptop in future. And if I'm doing the video cut for 1 week, I calculate 8 hours work on the big machine for the high power consumption. This is my answer to the energy supply, because I calculated for a year, and it will cost me with my gas heater cost me now over 1,000 euros, and then it costs more than a more than a double. It costs more than a 2,000 euros for a very small flat. And so this is the answer. So what I would like to do, a 256 gigabyte solid state is built in, and the first what we're gonna test is, this is the first test. I never opened this. Oh, look, cool. We started, and let's have a watch. Do it start, and what it make? It's a nice black machine. It's a Ryzen 5 and AMD Radeon graphics, whatever. We must know what's happened. Oh, it's dark. Now it starts. It starts now. And what happened? Nothing. Very funny. No picture. I got a warranty. Look, this is the 3 years warranty. I start the machine and it's over. Maybe it needs some power with the power supply. I have a watch on it. It's a 20 volts and 3.25 ampere is a 65 watts. Okay, I insert this and let's have a look. Maybe the accumulator is empty, or the battery is empty, how you would like to hear this. It's maybe we need a little bit to wait, and then we start again. Now it starts. Look, cool. It's a logo on it. Okay, Windows Boot Manager. No, we don't have a Windows. We would like to install a Linux on it, because I have one laptop, the same model, but in gray, in light gray. But this is very nice, I like it. FE network standard and whatever, okay. But we would like to make, we make it in another way, turn it off. Now, it should be turned off, okay, super. And we install first the hard disk. I have a hard disk here. I used one Samsung 500 gigabytes, 850 Evo. This is correct. It runs 2 years in my PC. Now I changed to a 1 terabyte, and the PC will not work anymore, but it costs 256, and 500 it's around 750 gigabytes. And I insert this because this was at the pack included. Yeah, 4 screws and a cable for this connection here. You can see. We would like to open up this. Now we disconnect the power supply and put it out in case of very expensive, and we would like to turn it now. Now we compare this Samsung hard disk, you see, to this old disk. This is a 3.5 disk, you can see. From the size matters. Also the thickness. But this is a rotary disk, and you have in an old computer you have this disk. It doesn't fit here in. There are 2.5 disks like this, and it's much smaller. But I think that the memory is limited by 2 terabytes at the moment, or much more, I don't know. So let's have a look on it. We take this screwdriver, and we need a thing where we can put in it's not serious. We must open up here. What is this for dirt here? I hope so. We must open this laptop. The first time we boot it, it works. Not so good, but the accumulator is battery. It's maybe, I don't know. The good thing to tell now, they don't make different screws, or make it different screws, I don't know. Do they do it here? We must have a watch on it. I don't want to, oh yeah, they're doing different screws. Attention, the screws here on the front are different than the front on the side, on the middle or back side. Because here it's not so. I mean, hey, come on, what's this? Today is not my day. In case of. A little bit nervous. The new computer and my shaking hands. So you can see that I'm open up this. It's not so funny. Okay. Center screw. This is normal long. Normal long, right here. Also normal long. Need here. It's also normal long, and we need it here to disassemble this machine. And now we must open it. Don't know how we can do this. Oh, it's not here. Hey, come on. What is that? What the hell? I don't know what they are gonna do. We must make now. Should we make now? Build out all the things and whatever. I cannot lift it up, or can I lift it up? No. Impossible. Impossible to lift it up. Why? Why is that impossible to lift that up? Maybe? Interest? Why is no? I don't would like to destroy anything. It's not good. It sounds not so clean, not so good here. Under this is not or under this maybe screws. Maybe under the feet screws, huh? It could be. I must inform myself in the internet. Well, I found out by myself that it's good to have a card and to go around with this card. Snapped out these things out. In case of that, this will be with the plastic parts you snap in, and here we have the possibility to open this with normally with a card under it. I remember it, we have that with a card, but there is no screw under it. Or is a screw under it? Huh? Could it be? It looks like, huh? It's not that what I think, huh? Here is open, but here is not open. That means it should be with feeling. You must snap it out with feeling and hold this card under it, because there is no snap back. And you see, you have it here, and then you snap. If you loosen it, then it snaps back. That is not so cool. Okay, isn't it? Go in, but not doing this not like this, only a little bit. Yeah, you must do in a little bit, but not hard. Oh, the corner is maybe harder. Funny, I like it. I like things like that. They make a snap-in mechanism. But not snap out. So now, super. Look inside, wonderful. It's a wonderful machine. I like this technique. Yeah, you can see it's here. And what we're gonna do? We need Mr. Scissors. Mr. Scissors, cut it out. Yeah, we cut it out now. And bring out the parts, and we don't cut the cable. It's not good to cut the cable. Bring it in. This is the cable for the hard disk, and we must have it here. I think so. This is the connector. But is it so or so the other direction? This is interesting. What do you think about if they're doing a thing like this here? First of all, we need to install the disk. But in which direction? It should show. Should it show like this? Like this? It could be. Or like that. Also could be. If I'm here, so it's maybe here. Or not so. Not good. Or maybe in this direction. Maybe in this direction, but this is not so. We connect it here for a test, and looks like not so good. I don't know where the cable is gone. I must snap this up. It's so. And the fingers are looking down. If the fingers are looking down, it must be so. Must be so. Should be so in this direction. Can be so. Okay, this is, I think, so correct. So it's correct. Okay, I must move this out direction, and I would like to deinstall the thing here. Don't loosen the screws, the thing here. Hope so. This is working after my insertion of my hard disk of my new one. This is interesting. You can see, you can put out this, and this should be then so, I think. I hope so. And the screws. Here we have the screws for the hard disk. I installed it now, that the hard disk is not shaking around. And install every time all the screws for contacting the ground and for isolating from interference waves or whatever inside. Maybe the the Wi-Fi is going into your hard disk. I don't know. If you don't isolate it, I think it's not good. It's not good for the hard disk. I mean, it is isolated, but use all the screws. They are inside here. So we put it back in the position, right in position, and the watch. Yeah. Doing the click. Very interesting. It doesn't move in. First it moves in, now it doesn't move in. So it moves in. Now I'm in position and click close. Okay, super. I hope so. It works. If not, I'm not so happy. Yeah, but the question is, should we start it with closing the body and making a test, or should we, I don't know what. So I assemble the hard disk again and hope so our friends are fixed. Super. So this is good. Okay. And look now, this is inside the plastic, inside the ABS. I think it's a ABS. And this is all with the shielded. It's a must about the distortion, because it's a very high frequency inside the computer today. And we close that deck, close it. I press it, but it's not so. Oh, click. Okay, super. Okay, it's closed. Shall I close the door complete, or shall I test it? This is an interesting question. Is the cable correct or is it wrong? I would like to test it first. In that case, that we can stop it again. But if it's not installed, so I cannot go to the... I must save the screws and install it first. That's the idea. Oh, it's gonna be dirt. I hate this dirt. The dust and whatever here is. It's a new machine. It costs 408 euros, and I'm poor. Yes, so, but we must save the money. I would like to spend it to the electricity company for €2,000. We're doing a short? No, we don't doing a short. And what does it sound like? It spins. It spins like a hard disk. Hey, come on, this is not good. It's not a good sign. I dislike this. So I don't would like to that this is coming on the screen. Hey, come on. I would like to boot from my stick. But it works. I close the door and it works. I think so there was a Windows 10 license on it, but I go from this Windows away. I don't would like to have this Windows. I have one machine with Windows and one with Linux. So I close the door. If they think I should run Windows 10, I don't like to run Windows 10. My main computer is a Linux computer and I'm working everything with Linux. What shall I say? This is my workstation. I work also with Linux and I work since SUSE 6.0. I think that is coming out in 2001 or 2002. And at this time in the company we have Windows XP. And I have had Windows 2000. I remember Windows 2000, and that was super. Windows 2000 was super. But Windows 2000 don't have the USB driver, and they would like to bring out the USB drivers for cameras and printers, and I don't know why they don't do this. I cannot remember. Now the machine is destroyed from Windows. I must buy a new one, install the Linux first, and then I can come. Must be. I kick this Windows 10 away. I'm not afraid about this spinning spinner. We would like to install the Linux because this is my workstation now. So I close it, it runs, and it's perfect. We gone here, Mint ISO download, and Linux Mint 21. Okay. Vanessa, oh, it's Vanessa. Mate edition. No, I don't. I would like to have the Cinnamon edition. This is also cool, XFCE edition. Very simple, very easy to use, but really cool for an old machine. It runs very fast. Cinnamonian, it's overloaded, but I like it. I like these overload things. And where is my ISO? Download mirrors. It's just worked for me. Where we have a download. Germany is near. Germany is near. Dark Penguin Network. Oh my gosh. This is cool. What's happened with that Penguin download? They're talking about so high efficient and whatever, and then cannot download. Oh yeah. They can download. They can download. What is now? What went wrong here? Now I download. Put it here on this USB stick. The Mint 21 and insert it here on the side. It's interesting. Okay, I insert it here. And one guy said I must press F12. I would like to show you from this side. Power on and F12. Power on and F12 often pressed. That brings you the Makes beep, huh? Why that? Oh, here it is. We go to the Kingston Data Traveler. Kingston Data Traveler. Start, not start. Start Linux Mint compatible mode. Start Linux Mint in bit mode. You're starting this. Okay, please start it. We say please start, and Lenovo is coming. Integrated whatever. Linux Mint. Yeah, on the camera is not so good to see, but it's Linux Mint. The video dynamic is too low, and we need a 10-bit video dynamic, then you can see this. Now it's making sounds like Windows. What the hell is here? It's doing this. Shut up, this bullshit. I mean, hey, come on. This is crazy. But the spinner is running around, but look, there is also a possibility for Firefox, Netflix and YouTube, and it installs all the things what you need today, for the normal person need today, for watching and producing also self video content, and that's nice, and we will show how that works. And the second hard disk is a Windows 10 on it, but I have now a Lenovo with a Windows 11, and I would like to leave this Windows 10 and copy something over it. Now we are on my site, and this is here. I'd like to put that down, and I would like to making the corners active. And also I would like to go to this installation shop. There are a lot of interest programs to install that I used. For example, screen recorder, or the Office package from LibreOffice. And Audacity is also cool. Inkscape, designing in program, Skype too. I use in Skype. Need to install Skype. Okay, install it. Now I must installing all the things what I have on my PC. And well, it's a lot of software to install. I do that, and maybe I make a second video to show you this, what's happened here on this machine. In case of that, I don't cutting the videos on that because it's a slow it's a slow machine, and 4K videos needs a lot of power, calculation power from the computer, and this is not possible to make with this machine. I also would like to do at my energy save concept. I wrote how much energy I consume and what we can do to lower the energy prices. I also installing a light here that needs not 36 watts, in 8 case next month 18 watts, and doing also at my entry room not a 100 watt lamps, I'm doing the 8 watt lamp, yeah, and so on. It's a lot of things to do and to save the energy in case of the energy is today so expensive you cannot believe. I mean, it's absurd. Okay, I say thank you for watching. If you're interested in my channel, please subscribe and or sponsor me at Patrons, and well done, the Linux.